Hi, I'm the cowboy. Oh, God. Hi. Giggle, giggle. I'm the cowboy. I'm not an actor. You wouldn't know me from Captain Marvel. Because I'm not in it. Maybe you know me from nothing at all, and the algorithm just screwed you and you clicked on this, you dummy. I'm starting a YouTube channel. Why am I starting a YouTube channel? Great question. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see you again. I want to be clear at the outset right now. I'm an old Star Trek fan. It's been a part of my life from the beginning, starting with Kirk, Spock, and Bones McCoy. And Scotty, Uhura, Sulu, and Chekhov. Star Trek from the original series on had more impact on my moral character growing up than Sunday school or the Boy Scouts, both of which I also participated in. It also started with Captain Kirk's stalwart leadership. He was a galaxy's alpha humanist, a cheerleader for problem solving and the peaceful coexistence with agency of all the diverse species of the galaxy. Even silicon-based mama creatures burrowing through tons of rock were worthy of Kirk's empathy. And since none of this really exists except in the mind's eye of our imagination, all of this is a metaphor for human compassion. If you're just a casual viewer of the original series and not too familiar with it, it's understandable that you may have misconceptions about what the show or characters are about. If you're the new showrunner of the series, there's absolutely no excuse for this ignorance. To address the issue at hand today is a recent Star Trek panel at Comic-Con at Home 2020, where the executive producers of the Star Trek TV franchise, who will remain nameless here, but you know who they are, said in a Q&A, and me and my dog have cross-referenced these quotes, so don't at me, bro. They said things like, "We're developing a new show for kids on Nickelodeon, for kids to have a way into the Star Trek brand." Ironic, since I was already playing Star Trek at recess by the time I was in the 2nd grade and had written my first piece of literature, a comic skit set on the Starship Enterprise, by the 3rd grade. Got a lot of laugh from adults. You know, for kids. What you fail to see is that Star Trek doesn't really need a kids show. Kids get the original series, the Next Generation, and so on just fine. And it's a 2nd animated series announced, too. Who's the Lower Decks for, then? There was no seriousness to those previews that I saw, and it's postmodern, Adderall-induced regurgitation of bad Star Trek tropes that's clearly for the ADHD Rick and Morty crowd. And when have you ever heard a producer of genre television refer to their show as a brand? This is corporate speak that you use for soap, soda pop, and sanitary napkins. The marketing department discussed brand during licensing negotiations as an afterthought to the production by the creative team. Notice also, this is brand engagement of minors. That might be something the EU doesn't take too kindly to. Next, the producer goes on with platitudes like, "We're all so proud to be working on a show that has a message that really matters and really resonates." Oh, good. Teachable moment over story and character. This will be as fun as a skit you wrote in high school health class about catching the thrush by kissing your loose girlfriend. That's real BAFTA material right there. Next, they say, "I think anyone who does what they do on this side of the camera, on the other side of the camera, is hoping to say something." What does that even mean? If you're standing in front of the camera, you darn well better be delivering your lines and making your character come alive to the audience through analysis of the motivations of the character's actions. Lee Strasberg says what? And then we have this gem. "I think what's great when you're working on genre is you often get to say things about current events and mask them so they don't feel like medicine or that you're being taught something. When your principal concern is to mask an overtly political or social message in your story, then you've lost the narrative altogether. This all reads like an interview with a non-profit scholastic foundation producing after-school specials on teen pregnancy. Honestly, I can't go on with this bull anymore. Anytime the producers speak on Star Trek and we see the results of their work on screen, it's a galactic dumpster fire of suck and disparages by association the earlier works of Star Trek shepherded by professional creatives who cared about the universe and characters they wrote about. Let me be clear. Star Trek is not a political party, a social platform, a church, or a charity. Star Trek is a story about good human beings traveling the universe to fantastical places, meeting unusual people where no one has before. If during the course of this exploration we come to address the issues of moral dilemmas, inequality, justice, and the nature of the human heart and soul, we can all identify with this, and well, that's just good storytelling, isn't it? Now I was going to do some analysis of the original series of Star Trek as it correlates to historical happenings at the time the show was produced in the 1960s, but that's going to have to be in another video. Fact is, we're brand new, and there's a lot of chores to get done around here. We even have this new animated Star Trek coming, and by happenstance, I may find myself having to watch and review it. Oh joy. I'm looking forward to this like I look forward to cleaning cow manure off tractor tires, but I promise I will be fair in my opinion. Heck, this show looks like it might be the best of the lot of the new Star Trek shows, but of course, that's not saying much. Thanks for spending time with me here in my first video. I'll keep the coffee warm on the campfire for you next time you visit. And we'll see you real soon.